right. Welcome back. Another week of baseball, another MLB update. So let's get into it. Wyatt, take us from the top, dude.
Nice. I'm gonna start. I'll start with the AL East. That works with
Yep.
you. Okay.
It's always what we
Um,
start with, dude.
hey,
It's automatic.
it's automatic. Automatic. AL East. We got the Rays and the Yankees in a two team race here.
Mm-hmm.
Yankees made up
Tight.
some ground this week, even
Despite
with
Judge
Aaron
being out.
Judge.
Yep.
Yeah. After that, I think we've talked about this. Toronto's 7 games out. They have won two in a row. So they actually have made up 2 games in the division in the last 2 days because the Rays have
Yeah.
dropped two. I believe last week were they about 9 games out last week?
Something like that. I mean, they've been playing better
Seems like they made
for
up two
sure.
games this week. But I mean, I think they can sneak back into this picture for sure.
I think so too. I think we'll get through the All-Star break and get into August, and I think we've talked about it before. I think things could get interesting with the Blue Jays.
Hmm.
Um, we still just need to see more consistency out of them. A little bit more work from the bullpen, I think, or from the pitching staff, I'd say. But offense is playing all right. So
What do you think about the Yankees? Still kind of, I mean, they're making up ground even without their best player.
yeah, I mean the rest of the lineups really kind of picked up some slack this week, I'd say. Um, Paul Goldschmidt, you know, 6 hits this week, couple doubles, a home run. Trent Grisham had a pretty good week, 5 hits and a double and a homer. Um, Ben Rice, obviously, I mean he's been cooking all year, but 6 hits out of him, couple doubles, triple homer. This lineup can bang.
Mhm.
Judge Chisholm had a pretty good game today, despite still only having 2 hits on the week. But also only had 13 at bats this week. I don't know. Maybe didn't play in a couple games. I don't know what's going on. I don't follow the Yankees that closely, but hey, the lineup bangs, and if the offense can stay consistent and the starting rotation keeps doing what they're doing, I mean, they obviously have a very solid chance at winning this division. But you know, I'll probably say this every week. We'll see what happens with this bullpen once we get to the second half of the year.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time, I think I'm still going to take Tampa Bay, just from what we've seen overall this year. I mean,
Yeah, no, and I mean it's early, but we definitely have a big enough sample size to I think know division favorites at this point. So
yeah,
outside of maybe the AL West, um,
yeah,
and I'd say despite we'll talk about the Brewers when we get there. Brewers have been playing out of their minds right now, but I'd still say that division could get interesting. A lot of teams are playing well, so
yeah,
but
yeah. I like it. Um,
but yeah.
AL Central still pretty close up top. Yeah, I mean, Chicago's 2 games behind Cleveland here. I mean,
Hmm.
I still think this is probably Cleveland's division, but I mean, I still think it's amazing to see Chicago first of all have a winning record right now and being only 2 games out of first place
Yeah,
with all the other teams falling back really fast, in my opinion.
yeah. I mean, they're in there though. I mean, this offense is playing really well. They're hitting 241 as a team. Um, Mur- Murakami, right? 20 home runs so far in the season. He's been a stud. Um, Chase Meadroth, however you say that, he's been playing really well this year as well. I mean, then Miguel Vargas. I mean, only hitting 242. I mean, I don't want to say only hitting 242. I mean, it's good. He's got 15 home runs on the season. I mean, a lot of good young talent on this team. And definitely potential moving forward in time. I'd say this is a team could see be pretty good in the future. On the pitching staff side, I mean, on the pitching side, it's not anything out of this world, but they're playing well, keeping them in games. So I'm just not convinced with the Guardians. Yeah, it's a safe assumption, I'd say, but it's not even so much that I think like, okay, yeah, like the Chicago White Sox are so good, like you're gonna win the division. I just don't trust the Guardians. That's all. Like I don't see them staying consistent enough all year to maintain a lead the entire year. Like I think this could go either way right now. But we'll get through the All-Star break. We'll see where we're sitting at the All-Star break. We'll obviously have a better idea then. But consistency is also not there with the White Sox either, right? Because they started off really well and they dipped below 500 for a while, right? So I think we just don't know. But
Yeah, no, I love it. I mean, I think it's cool to see Chicago playing probably a lot better than what we thought they were going to do before the
mhm,
year started. So
yeah,
it's always good to see.
no matter what
Um,
happens, kudos to the White Sox.
yeah, they got a super bright future, so
Yeah,
super cool there. Um, the AL West, keeping it close. I do see. I mean, it's the Rangers are there in second, game and a half back, but Seattle's still got this thing as of right now. I mean, I think you and I have both said this is Seattle's division to lose. I feel like. I mean, they've their team is just absolutely stacked.
yeah, definitely on the pitching side. I mean, I still. It's an interesting division because yeah, I think it's safe to say the Mariners win this division this year, but it's like it's just a bad division right now. Like there's just not, um, I mean the offense is definitely played better. They're hitting 236 as a team now, which is much better than how they started. They're barely scratching 200 for the first few months. Um, but then again, it's like Cal Raleigh, who's their best hitter last year. I mean, he's struggling this year. He's having a rough year. I mean, he's hitting 161 right now. Um, I don't know if he got hurt. He got hurt, what,
Yeah,
right?
because I saw
Yeah.
today he's at like in minor league rehab games. So
Yeah, but they weren't getting production out of him, so we'll see. I think that's going to tell a lot. When he gets back.
how big
I
was the
think
injury?
they need him to play well. I think,
Yeah.
especially if the Seattle wants a chance at winning the playoffs. I mean, like you said, I mean, this division's so bad. There's no reason they don't win it.
Hmm.
But in terms of how competitive are they going to be in the playoffs this year? I mean, Kyle Rayleigh's going to have to play much better than he's been doing. But the rest of the team's been picking up some slack. I mean, Julio Rodriguez is putting together a pretty good season so far. Randy Rosarina is looking a lot better than how he started. Josh Naylor's finally starting to heat up. He's hitting 260 now. Not a ton of home runs, but you know, it's
Yeah.
slow. It's slowly getting better, I'd say.
Yeah.
And hopefully, Cal Raleigh can come back and kind of do what he was doing last year. Hit a shit ton of home runs, and hopefully give these guys some momentum going into the second half of the season and into the playoffs.
Yeah. I totally agree. I mean, I just don't
Rest of this
see.
division, I don't give a shit about though. I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see anybody else that can really beat him out. To be honest with you, I mean, I don't
No, I
see the
mean
Rangers doing it.
the Rangers are fun this year. The A's are fun this year. They're not going to beat out the Mariners. They're not going to. I don't think they're going to find themselves in a wild card spot. There's too many other good teams, right? You
Yeah.
got the White Sox. You've got the, you know, either the Yankees or the Rays are going to end up a wild card team. The Blue Jays, I think, are going to sneak into the wild card in the AL. But we'll see. We'll see. There's always a chance. I think right now they might not be too far behind, but
Yeah. Yeah.
apparently it's too early to talk about wild card though. So
Yeah. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
yeah, no.
Well, the NL East, not much has changed there. I mean, the Phillies are. I mean, obviously, we said we wouldn't talk about this, but the Phillies are in a wild card spot. Okay.
You know what? I think it is okay to talk about that
Yeah.
because I think we can all relax with the Phillies. They were horrendous team to watch play for a while, and I was really concerned about what the season was going to look like for them. But we didn't talk about it too much because it was early, and they do have an incredible offense. And we knew they were going to get Zach Wheeler back and all this stuff, and didn't really want to get too far ahead of ourselves with hating on the Phillies. And you know what? Yeah, now they're in a wild card spot. So I think we can relax a little bit. Now, can they beat out the Braves, who are the best team in baseball? I don't know.
I don't see it. I mean, I think they're a wild card team for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, the Braves are just. I mean, I think they're the best team in baseball right now, right? Up there with the Dodgers, and
Yeah,
I just don't see them losing that division. And I mean, if anything, I mean they gained. They're up 9.5 games now instead of
yeah,
9, which I think, if I remember right, the last few weeks it's been 9 games.
yeah. Now, what will be interesting to see is how competitive will the Washington Nationals stay this year. They've been surprisingly playing really, really well this year. I don't want to say like surprisingly, um, but I think for them it more had to do with like how bad the Phillies started.
Hmm.
So the Nationals have had the opportunity to sit there in second for a while.
Yeah,
Um, but it'll be interesting to see if they can kind of hang with the Phillies for a while this year. Um, they're not close to a wild card spot now. I don't want to say not close. They're game and a half back, but
yeah,
there's just a lot of good teams. There's a lot of good teams in the NL this year.
yeah,
A lot of teams playing really well. So I'm excited to talk about this wild card in the NL
yeah,
when we actually kind of get into August, September. It's gonna be fun. So
yeah. I mean, when we're actually allowed to talk about it,
yeah, when we're allowed to talk about it, because things gonna be interesting. But
we don't want to get in trouble, the fans. Uh, um, but yeah, no, I mean, then you have the NL Central here, which is Milwaukee's got a 5 game lead. I mean, I got to give credit where credit is due. St. Louis is playing good ball right now. Definitely did not
you've
realize.
been their number one haters this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the baseball fan of me where you see all these guys traded away from one team in one off season, and it's like, okay, like these guys are rebuilding, and I think technically they still are, but they're winning games while doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've talked about it a lot. I mean, their offense is playing really well,
Yeah, yeah. Their offense
and
is,
everyone's
is
contributing in that lineup.
yeah, yeah,
But no, I mean, Milwaukee's definitely breaking away. They're playing really good. Shout out Gary Sanchez, by the way, for hitting his first home run since April. Um, but love Gary Sanchez. Miss watching him on the Yankees. But yeah, Brewers. Yeah, I mean, no one's beating out the Brewers, but there's definitely three. I mean, every single team in this division though could make the playoffs. So that's the thing. That's where the interesting. Like, will anybody beat out the Brewers? Probably not. But every
yeah,
team in this division, I think we could. They have a chance for us to see them in the play. Even the Reds. I mean, they've struggled a lot lately. They were hot to start, and sitting at a 4-game losing streak right now. They're still only 2 games below 500. I mean, a lot of baseball left. Not even at the All-Star break. Things could flip. I mean, every single one of the teams in this division can make the playoffs this year, which is what I love about this division right now.
yeah. I totally agree. I think this is definitely Milwaukee's division,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think outside of that, I think you could see a team or two from this division make a wild card run. I mean, if you,
Yeah. Oh, by the way, just to clarify, I don't mean literally every single. I just mean each individually. Each team has the opportunity.
yeah,
You
yeah,
understood what I meant,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Physically, no, not every single team can make the
I
playoffs,
think
but
for
each team does have the opportunity to.
I think for me, the only question for me is the Reds. I just don't. They started off the year pretty hot, and I know we both questioned can they keep the consistency. And ever since then, I feel like they've just kind of. I'm not like trying to hate on these guys because that's what it sounds like
No.
right now. But I mean, I think they're falling further and further back as the weeks go by. Which
Yeah, I
obviously their
mean,
record's not terrible though. I think it just shows how good of a division that is.
yeah, I mean, I think for them, I mean, a big thing for me, right? When kind of a couple months ago when The Reds were, hot. They're sitting at, I think they were leading the division for a little bit there to start the year. For me, the big thing was, will this offense pick up? And it has. But on the flip side, I don't think this pitching staff has looked quite as good as it did at the start of the year, which is traditionally what happens, right? I mean, the pitchers always have the advantage at the start of the baseball season. Um, but it's just for me, it's just like outside of Chase Burns, I mean, guys have been,
Yeah,
I don't want to say struggling. I mean, Andrew Abbott's been, pretty okay this year. But, outside of that, I mean, a lot of 5+ ERAs in that starting rotation. Bullpen's been good, I'd say.
yeah.
I like their bullpen.
Hmm.
But that was my big thing. It's like, will the offense pick it up, and can the pitching staff stay consistent? And it's like, yeah, the offense has picked it up a little bit, but the starting pitching staff's just not really giving them a ton of opportunities to win right now. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. They're still in it for sure. I mean,
yeah,
this is the most interesting division in baseball probably at this point in time.
yeah, I'd say so.
Super underrated. Um, and we'll finish it off with the NL West. It feels like the Dodgers are starting to get in their groove, and feels like they're slowly but surely running away with this thing. Because I think, I mean, look at how the division's fallen, right? Like, I mean, you have Arizona and San Diego both struggling. Arizona's 3-7 in their last 10. I don't think anybody on the Padres could hit a beach ball right now. Um, it is. I literally was reading today that they're one of the worst offenses in like the last 60 years.
Yeah,
Um, I'd be really worried if I was a Padres fan for the long
yeah, and
term.
it's just they have all these veterans that they're paying a lot of money, and they're just out of it. Manny Machado's out of it. Xander Bogart's out of it. And it's just they're in a tough spot right now. And the Dodgers are just going to get better too. I mean, I think Blake Snell played catch for the first time this week. Um,
That dude's
so
hurt all the time.
I know,
But yeah,
um,
like,
he doesn't give a shit, but he's going to be back. At some point in the second half or maybe earlier. I'm not sure what his timeline is.
yeah,
I'm sure there's a Dodgers fan somewhere that can help us out with what his timeline is, but you know, and then I don't know what Tyler Glass knows. Is he
yeah, I'm
out
sure he'll be
for a
back
year?
soon. I don't think it's
Oh,
the
he's
whole
on
year, is it?
he's on the 60-day IL.
Yeah, he'll be out for a
I
bit, but
Yeah, I can't remember what he had, but but anyways, I mean that's just like what the scary thing is like they're missing two of their best starting pitchers, and they're on an absolute tear right now.
yeah,
Um, yeah, it's for his back. Um,
yeah, it's an issue.
let's see. I'm trying to get a timeline. See, trying to see. There we go. Um, yeah, eligible July 6th is the earliest. So
So
yeah,
another
they're gonna
month.
have their yeah, so they're gonna have the rest of their staff back going into the second half of the year, pretty much. So this team might, I mean, to end the year, they might end up with the best record in baseball. I'd say. I think there's a good chance of that actually,
Yeah,
but
I think it's them
unfortunately,
or Atlanta for sure.
yeah,
I don't think there's anybody else. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I think I mean,
Brewers.
and they should be the
Yeah,
best team in baseball with how much money they spent. But I think this team healthy is the best team in baseball.
and I think
So
it's crazy to see how much injuries they've had over the year already, and it's like
yeah,
they haven't even skipped a beat, really.
yeah.
I mean, obviously the beginning of the year was,
They
but
went
they're still
through like
winning
one.
games.
They went through like one rough stretch,
Yeah,
and all it was is they ended up like tied with the Padres for like 2 days. And the No BS Bros decided to post a reel about it and got a bunch of hate from Dodgers fans. And then sat down to record the next week, and they're like 4 games ahead of the Padres. So
Well, thanks for the interactions, guys, on the Dodger
Yeah.
fans there. Jeez.
You know what? Sorry guys.
But you know,
Sorry.
they'll enjoy the cap here coming soon, so that'll be
Yeah.
fun for them. But
But
yeah, I mean, I'm very interested to see who finishes second here, though, because I think there's a legit shot. In fact, I'm picking Arizona as of right now.
I think Arizona is very well playoff bound this year. I liked him to start the year.
Yeah,
I just at the time I wasn't really sure how neither one of us were really sure how good the Padres were going to be.
yeah,
And they had us convinced that they were going to be good for a little bit, and then I think now it's safe to say that this team has a lot of issues. But there's not like the same issues with the Diamondbacks, I'd say. Not that they're a perfect team by any means, but
yeah,
they're a good team. They are. So
yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think it'll be interesting though, because I think it could get really ugly for San Diego before this year is
yeah.
over, and that
Now, do
clubhouse
they
could
still
be.
finish? Do they still finish ahead of Colorado or San Francisco?
I mean, I think Colorado's having a better year. I still think they'll finish fifth.
Yeah.
Um, Giants are too hard to tell. I mean, they've won four of their last five. Almost swept Chicago. I mean, that's
And
cool.
then they'll go and lose 4 out of their next 5. So it's like,
Yeah. So I mean, it's. I think. I wonder. I don't know. I don't remember what their head-to-head is, but I think the Giants have won more games against San Diego this year. Maybe not. That might be the Dodgers, actually, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I mean, their hitting has been on fire though recently.
yeah, yeah. Would you say that they're like the third best offense last month or something
Yeah,
like
and then their
that?
pitching's been the bottom.
Pitching's been
But I mean, the last couple of
outrageous.
days it's been better. I mean,
Yeah,
they've given up 7 runs in 3 games total, so
yeah.
that's
It's not
that's better.
terrible. Yeah,
And they have 3 games against the Nationals and three more games at home against the Cubs. So it's a very
gotcha.
much. I mean, they could win a handful of
Yeah,
games there, but I mean, they're
yeah. They
just
could.
they're too hard to tell right now. But I think San
Yeah,
Diego's in a lot of trouble.
they're just not a good baseball team this year.
Yeah,
No
I
other way to put
think
it.
San Diego and San Francisco. I think they will finish pretty close though.
Hmm.
So I think San Diego's going to drop off big time.
Yeah, no, I could see that. And you know what? You did predict San Diego not having a good year this year. So,
Yeah,
and I think so far you've been right.
yeah.
I just wanted to believe someone could challenge the Dodgers, but it was too good to be true.
I mean, I'm happy for Arizona though. I hope they can
Yeah,
take second pretty
yeah,
easily. But
yeah. No, I like that team this year, and I hope they can sneak into the playoffs. So,
yeah, we'll see what happens.
but not to talk about wild card, but they are in the playoffs right now. So,
Careful, careful.
I know.
Gonna get some heat for that. Oh, man, that's funny.
Uh,
But yeah, I mean, that's all I have. I don't know if you got
yeah,
anything
no,
else.
that's another week of baseball. Plenty, plenty more weeks to talk about. So,
Yeah,
and hopefully, this is like a weird spot where it's like there's not a lot to talk about right now,
yeah. It's like we're
But
getting close to the middle. I think I heard the other day there's like 100 games left. We're
yeah,
still like it's kind of like you're almost. I don't know. You
yeah, we're in
can't
this
talk
weird
about wild
spot where
card.
yeah, you can't talk about the playoffs yet, but we'll get into the All Star break and we'll have some stuff. We'll get into get closer to the trade deadline and
See, the trade deadline will be fun. I think.
yeah,
Well, we'll have to make our own
yeah.
trade
Oh,
predictions.
speaking of trade deadlines, Tarek Skubal 5 scoreless in his rehab start today. So
He won't be a Tiger in 2 months from now.
no,
So
he will not, and he is hopefully going to go to a competitor that is
not
not
named
the
the Dodgers.
Dodgers
Yeah.
and not the Yankees. So
Listen, Giants should call him up. Be like, hey, we don't have no pitching. We have no pitching. I mean, I shouldn't say no pitching because there is some good
I
pitching,
do.
but
I do not want to see Terry School go to the Giants. As a Giants fan, I don't want to see it. I don't.
I think he's going to get overpaid. If I'm being honest with you,
Yeah.
he hasn't even been. I don't know what his stats are this year. I don't remember, but
I mean, get him in like Pittsburgh, get him in,
I just
you
don't know how
know,
many teams are gonna truthfully pay him what he's gonna want, especially if a cap is coming.
yeah,
Because you got to think about all the teams that are over. I mean, I'd love some random team that like I'd love the Rockies to go in and freaking sign him, like just out of the Dodgers' hands, like or like Arizona. Arizona should go in there and sign him, or
that would be, yeah, that would be huge actually.
maybe like Chicago or something. I don't know something.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting.
But I'm pretty sure he's already like 30, isn't he?
I don't know how old he is.
But we'll see. That's for
Yeah.
later time. But
Yep, we'll get our chance to talk about that. All right, that's gonna do it for this week, guys. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.